started. Okay, there it is. Hello, I lost track of time for like 2 minutes. I was like, hey, I have like a minute until it starts to stream. Let me just check Twitter real quick. And then I saw House of Champs got his channel with a copyright strike because of something, and now I'm looking up the person who did it. Your opponent's life points have reached to 0. Your hard disk is almost full? Shit. Well, whatever. It's probably because I deleted a whole bunch of shit. Just gotta clear out my box. Greetings in my master. Hello, Pepe. And Martin Espinoza Garcia. Espinoza. Hi. Hello there. What up, Cholo? Isn't Cholo a bad word? Saw you at that D&D stream? Hell yeah. It might be a coincidence that this one starts as soon as that one ends. Who knows? Can you play aliens to add to the spookiness? No, I thought, what's spookier than assault mode, you know? I'm gonna play assault modes. Greetings from Lord Beerus. You're a Dragon Ball Z fan? Dude, Dragon Ball Z was the tits. Oh wait, I shouldn't say that. That's bad words. LOL, Cholo. That's a bad word, right? Like, I mean, I took 2 years of Spanish in high school. Cholo means gangster. Oh, that's not a bad word. Skull Servants are very scary? Do they even have Skull Servants in this game? I don't think they have King of Skull Servants, do they? Hola a todos. Grand Maju deck viable and Duel Links? Hey, resub Martin Espinoza Garcia. Espinoza. That's how you say it, right? Espinoza. I took 2 years of Spanish. I should know this. Is Grand Maju viable? It is, actually. Let me show you. I think it's on Sarah. Yeah, this one right here. With Mind of Plana. See, in Grand Maju, it just uses Golden Castle of Stromberg, although currently people are cheesing Golden Castle with a DDD deck. Or which should not be named. Lady in White is a super rare tech. Oh, I know that. I always see it at like 0 copies and I need to get one. Oh, they have King of Skull Servant in the game? Yeah, I don't have Lady in White. I would need at least triple Lady in White to play that deck. More Snapdragon? No, we're playing scary decks today. Spooky decks. And what's spookier than a competitive assault mode deck, you know? Cholo's like gangster or homie? Yeah. Hungry Hamburger Turbo is the scariest thing I've seen this October. That sounds made up. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Germany. Will you do the Monster Mash? Monster Mash decks are fun. I don't think they have the cards for that, though. Oh my god. This hand is terrible. What the fuck? Is Ill Blood in Duel Links? I think so. Oh my god. You're banned, bro? Did I ask? Dude. Oh my god, seriously. Anyways, what I was gonna say was I streamed Duel Links like every day for 2 weeks. And dude, after streaming Duel Links every day for 2 weeks, because I was a little bit addicted to the game, that's the only reason I did it. Where the fuck are my oops, I said a bad word. After streaming for 2 weeks, anyways, let me continue the story. I started getting repeat people who only came to stream just to talk shit. I mean, just to, no, I think that's the right word for it. They would come on only to be nasty. And just be as mean and disingenuous as possible. And it was usually about the kinds of decks I was playing. I was like, oh, now I get why there's such a meme for banning people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community on Twitch streams. Because there are people who live to just be annoying and backseat about it. I was like, yeah, I get it now. Because, like, there were some times where I was, like, addicted to WoW, and I was just streaming every day. And I never had any problems with, like, repeat people coming to chat in order to just be annoying. It was only ever on Twitch. Not Twitch. It was only on Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd get people who come every day, watch every stream, and they would only be there just to talk shit. And I was like, whoa. It's specifically about the decks I was playing. No matter what kind of deck it was. Like the card to add to your deck to your hand. I was like, I get it now. I get why there's a large prevalent meme in the community about, you know, banning people. Just ban them if they're... I was like, this isn't a problem on my World of Warcraft channel at all. People don't come in just to criticize, like, what spec I'm playing. But dude, they, it's like they get off on pointing out misplays or mistakes, or, you know, like non-optimal builds. I think it's 3? Hey Logs, hi. Oh, Book of Moon? Damn it, if he had a trap or a monster effect, I would have been good to go. I can't believe how hard I bricked. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I drew every Garnet in my deck before a usable monster. This always happens. People just need to release their stress and depression. Just ban them if they released it wrongly. Release it wrongly? No, I did eventually ban some people. But only after I'd noticed their name coming to stream multiple times to talk shit. Like, you know, if someone is doing that stuff just, you know, in one stream, that's fine. That's just how streams work. I don't have a problem with that. But if they constantly show up just to talk shit, you know, then they're just a toxic person and they probably shouldn't be allowed to talk in your stream. What are you gonna do? Temperance? I don't think so. Ban. Wow. But luckily my opponent bricked too. I wish Summonment was in Duel Links. Would get to cheese buckets, would survive with the Shade Realm. They do have a card that's pretty good. It's not as good as Summon Limit, but they do have Summon Curse in the game, which is a pretty decent floodgate. I had no idea this was about my comment. Wait, what did you say? Do you think if Yu-Gi-Oh started targeting older audiences, it would be more profitable? Nah. There's lots of money to be made in children's content. Okay, so I think I can get into an assault mode. Just go into level 3, and then I just go into the assault mode Red Dragon Archfiend. Are we having another... No. No, I don't feel like triggering chat today. That's not happening. I love the fact that Psy Reflector is a one-card synchro. Yeah, Psy Reflector is really good. You're banned, bro. Oh, okay. Oh, it was an interesting idea to tell a story about how annoying people are in Yu-Gi-Oh streams. Because lifeless and soulless adults get to giddy. Send a gimmick puppet with a different name from your deck to your graveyard up to the number of monsters your opponent controls that were special summoned from the extra deck +1. Whoa. Whoa. Your opponent is about to end his or her turn. Activate the effect of a card? No. Not yet. Have you ever... Fucking shit. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. Any other card? Oh man. I drew both of my assault modes. I can't use assault mode activate anymore. Oh my god. How? How does this happen again? I was going to attack and then assault mode during the battle phase to attack for 3,500 points of damage. But now I can't. Because I have both of the goddamn assault modes in my hand. What the fuck? Oh, I should have waited. I should have waited. Should have waited till it hit the field. Wait, that worked? I thought it only worked if the monster was, if it was sent from the field to the deck. Oh, I didn't know it worked on hand traps, too. Take a drink every time he curses. I've never said a curse word before in my life. That's why you run 3 copies of Assault Teleport. No. If I had 3 copies of Assault Teleport, then I would never ever draw the Assault Mode cards ever again. I need to just play a deck that doesn't run Garnets, and then I'll be good. That's all I need. Gotta play the spooky gimmick puppet deck. Looking forward to Spirals in game. They could release Spirals. I remember when they first released Spirals, they were garbage. It wasn't until they released Double Helix that they became competitive. And then everyone's like, hey, did you know if we use Quick Fix with machine duplication, we can go +5 in card advantage? I was like, whoa, Apparently going +5 in card advantage is really good. Who'd have thunk it? Do you think they'll add Fright Furs to Duel Links? Do they not have Fright Furs in Duel Links? How good is Coelacanth and Atlantean's Mermail's Marine Sass? Unless your deck is revolved around Coelacanth, it's not really a card which you just add to other things. It's a card you build your deck around. It's not like an engine that you can add to other things to make them better. Yeah, they never released Double Helix and it's fine. Well, I mean, Quick Fix is still broken. It's funny that Quick Fix existed and wasn't doing anything until Double Helix was added. And then they're like, hey, this +5 interaction is kind of broken. Let's do something about it. My favorite big brain play in history is still when people figured out how to make a consistent slash draw FTK. Dude, the slash draw FTK is small brain compared to the Gishki Eve Gishki combo. Whoever figured that one out is like, holy shit, what's wrong with you? Do I have the card? Is it in the game? How do you spell Gishki? Oh yeah, Eve Gishki Mind August. The person who figured out how to FTK with this card, that's some real big brain shit. The Mind August loop? The Mind August loop, the original one, is so ridiculously long and complicated that I think it takes like an hour in real time to do it. Like, just stacking the bottom of your deck with slash draw and just drawing through your entire deck with dangers is so simple in comparison to this loop. That 40-minute loop is kind of boring, not gonna lie. It is boring, it's incredibly boring, but it's like, you know, who thought of that? I'll just play Assault Mode 0. Did I win that duel? Oh my god, I'm on a winning streak. Where's the spooky deck? The spooky deck is, god damn it, seriously? Is Assault Modes. Shooting Quasar and Duel Links? No, it's not. Can you play Spirit Board? I don't think that's in Duel Links. Assault Mode sucks ass. Why, thank you, Captain Obvious. I somehow figured out how to make an endless loop in Duel Links that does nothing. The win condition was to hope their opponent quit out of boredom. I mean, there's time limits in the game. You just wait out the time limit and you win. There's a Spirit Board skill. It doesn't have anything to do with Spirit Board other than the name. Spirit Board is a Duel Links skill. I know it is. It has nothing to do with the Spirit Board cards, though. I think you just have to keep Dark Necroface in your graveyard for 3 turns or something. Does the skill let you use a version of Destiny board? Not really. Is it Necrofear? Yeah, I guess it is Necrofear. How's it going? I'm really tired. I stayed up a little bit later than I thought, and then I woke up early. It's my opponent's turn. Maybe play some vampires? Maybe. Use the Clock of Destiny skill? Why? You should rest a bit? I'll rest tomorrow. I have a busy day today. I had a busy day yesterday too, though, and the day before. I've had a really busy week. How often do you draw your garnets? I draw my garnets so often that I played Assault Mode 0 so I can special summon it from my hand. It's the dry paint deck. I haven't seen anyone play Weather Painters in Legend. This is a first. I kind of forget how they play. They can like tag out and come back, right? I don't want to read though, I'm kind of tired. What about Doomkaiser Assault Mode? Doomkaiser Assault Mode's garbage. Nice, Side Reflector. This doesn't look spooky. It is spooky. We banished the card early? Unless he has a hand trap. This is donezo for him. Okay, so we'll add Assault Beast, and then we'll go into the thing, and then we'll use Assault Mode 0 from the hand to go into the other Assault Mode monster from my hand, because I always have it in my hand. I'm gonna turn a Garnet into a win condition. We'll go into Red Dragon Archfiend. We'll increase its level by 3. Then we'll go into the Red Dragon Archfiend. And then we'll attack directly 2 times. I'm going to keep Assault Mode in my hand. Attack number 1. Looks like he has a hand trap. This is very unfortunate. My whole strategy was entirely dependent on them not having a hand trap. Hopefully not Kiteroid. That's like the worst. The fact that he has Kiteroid ruins all of my strategies, especially since I ain't got no other plays. Okay, I think their trap card is the most dangerous one. So I'll just save Cosmic Cyclone for the trap card. Add a Necro Valley? No, I use the graveyard. I can't do that. Weathery Canvas. Once per turn, someone face up, place 1 the Weathery spell trap from your deck. Face up in your spell and trap card zone. That's why he's got a PhD in Duel Links. I'll just turn this on so I can banish it as soon as the battle phase starts. Weather Painter is so cancer. I think the only problem card is the trap. Yeah, this one. This card bows an opponent's monster. It is before the end of the main phase? No. Let's do it at the start of the battle phase. Get out of here. I don't think there even are 10 hand traps in Duel Links. I think there are. Well, got to go back to work. Me too. Except my work is making YouTube videos. You know. Can you think of a more oppressed workforce than creating YouTube videos? Hopefully he doesn't have another Kiteroid in his hand. If this card attacks, destroy all other monsters after damage calculation. Okay. Okay. Select a card to add from your deck to your hand? Sure, whatever. It's an extra card. This is... Wait, I can activate a card from the grave? What? Tribute one synchro monster. Special summon an assault mode monster from your hand whose name. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, set an assault mode activate directly from your hand or deck, and it can be activated this turn. They would just destroy each other immediately, though. Does that work? Like, if they attack and destroy everything? No, because I can't use it because I have this in my hand. It'll float. No, I'm just gonna go for Zeta. So increase it by 2. So I can go into a level 7. Ooh, Samurai Destroyer. Because of an opponent's card effect. Man, that sucks. Zeta it is. Let's go. We're gonna get ourselves out of here. Uh-oh, he banished himself preemptively. How powerful would Macabre be in Duel Links? It would break the game. It would be hella competitive. I don't really want to use that. I don't need to attack for 3,500 points of damage right now. Yeah, let's banish it now. Because I don't want him to be able to use Thundery Canvas. Would Master Duel rise? Would you recommend any decks for beginners? Light Sworns. There's Thundery Canvas. Damn, it's impossible to stop these cards. Whew. Exchange. You're about to time out? No. My opponent's one taking forever their turn. Select one card from your opponent's hand? Okay. My hand is useless. I have nothing but garnets in it. You can use the Vermilion. Don't I have Vermilion in my deck? My deck is full of counter trap cards, and this is the first one I draw for the entire game. But you can be damn sure that I drew every single garnet before I drew any of my counter traps. What saved him was having Kiteroid in his hand. Like, holy shit. If it wasn't for Kiteroid, I could have won. Uh-oh, it didn't give me a prompt before he entered the battle phase. Never leave home without a Kiteroid, exactly. Do you have an Inferno Tempest? Oh my god, he canceled his attack. What? Oh, he didn't want to give me a draw. I can't use the effect of Psy Reflector. I need to have an assault mode in my hand. This is Dunzo. Oh, I am timing out. Oh, what do you know? Okay, now would be a really good time to draw one of my counter traps that's not an assault mode based one. That would be awesome. I was watching a review stream and I was laughing so hard I fell off my bed. I doubt that. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's gonna bounce it? Deck him out? I think that's my only option to win this. Is to try to deck him out. I got rid of all of his things and I have a Kiteroid that I stole from him, but I don't think I have the stall necessary to do that. Uh-oh, his Weather Painter Thunder is Dunzo. Yeah, because it goes to his graveyard. I'm dead. He was having your attack. I don't want to read his cards. I'm tired. When I'm in Legend Rank, I expect to play the same boring meta decks over and over, not Weather Painter. This is literally the first Weather Painter deck I've seen on the ladder at this rank. I vaguely know what they do. I know to get rid of their trap card, but I don't want to read the rest of them. Do you have a Fierce book page? No, who uses the Facebooks? It's for old people. Was that the meme stream that became a canceled custom card review stream? Yeah, the one where people in chat was being really rude when I suggested changing the format. So I was like, you know, F it. You guys are being annoying. I only do the custom card review streams for fun, and if you're going to be annoying about it, then that's not fun. So I'm just going to quit. My guy said I don't want to read. Here's the thing, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Effects are not easy. This one's easy. All your chrononomy monsters get piercing damage. Weather Painteries, you have to like read the fine text. Like, okay, so the first line says this thing, and then this line says this other thing, and then it interacts with this face-up card in order to do something else, because, you know, Weather Painters have these things where their spells and traps give them extra effects that you have to just kind of know about. Whew. Yeah, it's like, you know, you read the thing and you're like, okay, what does that mean? It requires like deciphering too. It's like, I kind of get what this says, but I'd have to read them all carefully and then see how they interact with each other. That's too much. I don't want to do that. I'm lazy. Not lazy. Well, I am lazy, but I'm really tired. I just want to play the same boring meta decks. That's what I'm expecting. And now I'm against a Chronomaly player. I haven't seen a single Chronomaly deck this entire goddamn... Oh, I fucked up. I had the wrong card. I was supposed to add Assault Beast. And then use Assault Beast to add Assault Mode Activate. That way I could special summon Assault Beast from the graveyard and go into my Assault modes. Wish Konami sponsor you and give you some boxes for you to open. Would be fun to see. They did give me some stuff in the past, but I messed up one of the sponsorships, so they don't do that anymore. And the way I messed it up, let me tell you, it wasn't Konami's fault. It was 100% my fault. What they did was they gave me free codes for like the new Switch game. And I bought like a capture card so I could stream my Switch. And I was supposed to give away one of the codes, but I never did. I just straight up never did the stream. I still have the code. I didn't like redeem it or anything or sell it. I still have it to give away. The biggest thing was I don't know how to give it away on stream. I didn't want to figure it out. Can I have the code? No. It's my code. Okay, this time I won't mess up. Actually, I think I'm already ham-boned. Because I need to get the Assault Beast in the grave, but I can't since I have Assault Mode activated in my hand. Yeah, I'm ham-boned. And since Konami's never spoke to you, no, they still speak to me. They just don't give me, like, promotions anymore. How long have you been streaming? Like today or like in general? Alright, I'll play vampires. I am not rude about your custom card streams. No, there was people in chat who were being very rude. Let's see here. Here it is. The Assault Mode activate was a quick play spell. Would Assault Modes be viable? They already have a card that kind of does that. And Assault Mode is viable. Look at all these duels I won with Assault Modes before goddamn Weather Painter won because he locked out into drawing one of his 2 Kite Roids. How come I never have Kite Ride in my opening hand? It's so unfair. Okay, do vampires have garnets? And if they do, then I'm going to make sure to have them in my opening hand every time. For the failed mechanic? What about the failed mechanic? A video on bonding monsters? Oh, that's a good idea. My next one's gonna be on union monsters. Open a Facebook page for the memes? No. You guys have to remember that I run like 3 channels simultaneously. So like every time I open up a new page, any kind of social media, I have to like, you know, track it between all three of my accounts. And like, there's always the thing of, you know, how much time should I spend on one of the accounts versus the others? Special summon the targeted monster. Facebook is the best thing ever. Akiza sent a friend request? No, she didn't. What about ABCs? No, I talk about ABCs in the video. Don't worry. I should tell you, like, the script's already done for Union Monsters. Videos are... There's always a whole bunch of videos, like, being worked on at once. Top 10 quick play spell cards. Ooh, that's a good idea. You know, you can curate what Facebook shows you, right? You don't have to just blindly accept what other people push. Like, you can mute someone who posts on Facebook without having to remove them as a friend. Because I know I have friends who post really stupid, annoying shit, so I just mute whatever they post. Top 10 Akiza outfits? Yeah. Number 10, all of them. Language kids are watching? Kids don't watch me. I do that for a lot of people from high school, good-hearted people. Absolute idiots. Yeah. My best friend from high school fits that to a T. Even in high school, I knew it was stupid. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get final battled. Tips for deck building. Learn what the best engines are. Like, if you want to build decks from scratch. Learning how all of the engines work with each other. That's primo. If you're just building like a pure engine, a pure deck. Okay, so I wasn't expecting him to play Sub-Tier Behemoth Burrowing, because nobody plays that card. I was expecting him to just send Final Battle to the grave. Have you played Skull Servant's deck? I don't have a Skull Servant deck. What's your thoughts on kids playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Kids don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember once when I went to a locals event, I was going to a new card game shop, and the only people who showed up were me and 2 children who were not supervised by their adult parents. They just kind of dropped them off. And since we were the only 3 people there, I basically just played Yu-Gi-Oh! With the 2 children. And they did not know the rules very well. And that was the last time I went to a locals. Did you win? Of course I won. I destroyed them. There was no mercy. I'm just kidding. I brought like an extra deck. You know, that was a lower power level one. And I basically played Law of the Normal. And I still won because their decks were just garbage. Like literal garbage. They had cards I couldn't even use. Did they scream at you? No, they were happy. They were fun that someone was teaching them how to play the game because they didn't really know how to play. Level tuning? I don't know what this skill does. Select 2 monsters on your side of the field. Okay. Level 4? Sure, whatever. What D&D emulator do you use? I use Roll20. I also had a competitive Macro Monarch deck, but that was too much for them. Select a card to destroy. Okay. When are they going to add Vampire Suck? Tomorrow, probably. He has 2 final battles face down? God damn it. Select a card to send to the grave. Does his effect resolve in the field? Guess not. You can summon a vampire card from your hand or fist from your field to the graveyard. I've already used his effect this turn, so that won't work. I haven't used Malevolent Sin yet. I think I've used both of their effects. I don't remember. Let me look through my log. Oh, you activate... Yeah, I've used both of them. Oh, he gave up. Isn't Final Battle hard once per turn? Yeah, but like, I was going to destroy one of them, so I wouldn't have to deal with it anymore. But now he has 2 of them face down? I was like, shit. Well, it's a good thing he didn't have any backup plays. Okay. I'll be honest, I only vaguely know how vampires work. I'll be right back. Okay. Moonlit sponsored video. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Alright, so. Isn't there like a Skull Servant skill? You're back in Legend 1? Yeah, I lose a lot. I only ever deck test in Legend. I refuse to deck test in an environment that's not competitive. And I love to use shitty decks. Okay, I think there's a skill. I think that skill will be funny if I'm able to apply it. Who can use it? I think it's my boy, my girl, Ishizu. Tag duels? I hate tag duels. No mortal can resist. Can be used when your life points are at least 2,000 less than your opponent's. Change all monsters in your opponent's graveyard to a Skull Servant. This is too hard to use. Did they nerf Jaden's skill, which lets you stall out forever? What's wrong with tag duels? They're not balanced at all. Once every 2 turns, at the beginning of the turn, add to your hand one of the following cards. This skill can only be used if you begin a duel with a deck that has 4 or more hero normal monsters with different names in your deck and contains no monsters other than hero monsters. Okay, there's the nerf. Okay. So this deck just doesn't work anymore. Gotcha. The nerf to Demon's Resonance broke my heart. I love it, because I hate going against Resonators. Can't believe all it took was just one broken Resonator to make the deck work. It's gonna watch What If Season is going to make a custom card. TheDuelLogs is planning field custom archetype you should play in dueling book. I don't know when I'm going to do a custom card review again. I might do it in the future. Currently, it's a canceled series, though. Let's see. No mortal can resist. Where is it at? My biggest gripe with Resonators is how long they take to make their turns. Do they take that long? Right back at you with the direct attack. Too hard. Any way to make Rika's tier 1? I have no idea. Give him a really powerful card. Why did you cancel it? Is this because people were being rude when I talked about changing it? $12K attack Skull Servant deck. Resonators are boring. Maybe season 2 next year? Sure, we can talk about next year. Release Petal and Rika's would be a lot better. I don't really have all the Rika's memorized. Alright, so. If we have a No Mortals Can Resist deck, where we're trying to just turn all of our opponent's cards in their graveyards into Skull Servants for fun, the best way to do this is probably... I'm not sure, because I need to have less life points than my opponent. So if I just increase my opponent's life points with something like Soul Drain, Soul Taker. Soul Taker's in the game, right? I only have 2 copies of Soul Taker. What other cards give your opponents life points? Gift card? No. Good cards. Really hoping you bring that series back? Yeah. I mean, it can come back. It's just canceled now because people are really annoying about it. Are there enough Ghost Trick cards in Duel Links? No. Like, there are a lot of Ghost Trick cards in Duel Links, but they don't have any of the good ones at all. Like, just straight up, none of the good cards. It's kind of like if there was a Blue Eyes deck without Whitestone of Legends, you know, any of the good support. They don't have Alucard or any of the level 1s. Just block the rude kids? I mean, there's like a lot of problems with the series. Like, man, that series is hella toxic on the back end. Let me explain to you just the problems that go into that series. Upstart Goblin is not in Duel Links. I think Soul Taker is the only way to really do this. Heroic Gift. Well, I could tell you the problems of the series, but I'm kind of busy building a deck. If your opponent's life points are 2,000 or less, make the life points 8,000, and if you do, draw 2 cards. Oh. You could run Lava Golem for control. Lava Golem's a good idea. Why did they add a relatively new archetype to the game? It's not understandable to me. TheDuelLogs saying, hello, Adon. Heroic Gift. Draw 2 cards. That's good. Gives my opponent a whole bunch of life points. How to obtain Selectric Box. Damn it, I can't get it anymore. Weren't you about to explain the problems of the series? Yeah, I can't do that right now. It's too long. Remind me to do it later. What about just a whole bunch of hand traps? Just like a bazongas. Why is this favorited? This card sucks. Did I favorite it by accident? Probably. What are the good hand traps? I need hand traps. Skullmeister. No. I need hand traps that protect me. Kiteroid? Yeah, I should put Kiteroid in here. Where's Kiteroid at? It's not a popular card anymore? What the hell? Does it not have hand? It's probably discard. There it is. What other super good hand traps are there? Kite Man, I mean Roid. Sphere Haribo. Sphere Haribo, I guess is fine. Temperance? What's Temperance? Oh. What about Perry Knights? What about Tragodia? What about... There's this other card. It's a hand trap, but it's a low rarity one. Yeah, Ogre of the Scarlet Sorrow. This one. DD Crow? Yeah, DD Crow works. Where's DD Crow at? I can't find it. I think that's another one that has discard. Yeah, there it is. DD Crow. What about Gores? Yeah, what about Chaos Hunter? And Dragon Ice. No, not Dragon Ice. What else? The Eye of Truth? Ooh. No Drytrons? No. Hollowed Life Barrier? No. Skullmeister? I like Battlefear. DD Crow better. What kind of deck are you playing? No Mortals Can Resist, of course. Rainbow Life? Ooh, I know what to play. Where is it at? Is it Forbid? Yeah, Flash of the Forbidden Spell. Build Ojamas. I love you. Thanks for the great content. Why, thank you, Donut Unknown. This deck is an abomination. So what's my win condition? Two warm worms. Okay, extra deck. Add Roid field spell card and Roid counter trap. Add emergency Roid. Is the Roid field spell card in here? Target one other card you control, destroy it, and if you do, add a Roid card from your deck to your hand. During damage calculation, if your Roid monster battles, you can send a Roid monster from your deck to the graveyard. Switch the original attack of your battling monster during damage calculation only. You can only use each effect of Mega Roid City once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except fusion monsters the turn you activate either of those effects, even if it leaves the field. I was trying to see if it had a way to get out Roid monsters from the extra deck easier. Because the Roid counter trap is super good. However, it requires a Roid fusion monster to be on the field, which is a big problem. Is Parapsych Roid in the game? Two machine type monsters with the same name. This card can attack your opponent directly. I guess that's an option. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a Roid monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. If it allowed you to search from the deck, that would be much better. This is a really good counter trap, but I can't use it. One non-win Roid monster from your deck. You pay half your life points. Banish any number of machine monsters from your graveyard, including this card. Special summon from your extra deck one Roid fusion monster with the same levels and number of monsters banished, ignoring the summoning conditions. But destroy it during the end phase. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. You can only special summon Barboroid with Speed Roids. Play Mayo Senju. They have an Omni Negate. Well, I don't need the Omni Negate. I should probably also play cards that bait out my opponent's spell trap removal. Why don't you add Neos Fusion to the deck? Because of Kite Roid. Trap cards. So, what I'm thinking is one of three cards. Currently, if I go against Blue Eyes decks, I don't have a way to beat over him with Chaos Hunter. So that's just kind of there as a soft lock, but not a very good lock. I want to have back row cards, but only ones that just bait out my opponent's destruction to scare them. So for options, we have Wild Tornado, Security Orb, and of course, Dark Coffin, but I don't think I have it saved. Where's Dark Coffin at? Ooh, different dimension ground. This turn, any monster sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead. Ooh. Activate only when a monster you own is removed from play by opponent's effect. Special summon one of those monsters. Where's Dark Coffin at? I'm probably not going to use Dark Coffin. So Security Orb or Wild Tornado? Hmm. Do you have Chaos Distilled? What does that do? Oh, yeah, I do. It's it's unbrickable. Lets you set return from the different dimension on your field. Ooh. I do have a lot of dark monsters in this deck. Maybe I can play one copy of Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. I don't think I need Wild Tornado. Probably don't need the Eye of Truth either. Alright, let's just set up the extra deck. Thanks to Tragodia, I have the option to go into pretty much all levels of ranks. So I'll just play the best from every rank. 8, 6, who's the best level 7? That's probably Dracosac. 8, 7, 6, who's the best 5? Probably Volcanosaur. 4, 3, who's the best 2? I know who the best 2 is, but also let me add in Gaia, because I'm not going to add a 1. Where's Gaia? There's that one, and then the best 2 is the Negate dude. Oh shit. 6, 7, oops, looks like I'm tapped out. And we'll get rid of that. Use Watchcat with Distiller? Why? You know, Distiller only banishes your cards, not your opponent's, right? Like, I don't need to banish my cards. I don't want to banish my cards. This deck does not need to banish my cards in the slightest. Abyss Dweller for spell trap removal? What? Abyss Dweller doesn't remove spell traps. While Volcanosaur is just monster. Have you seen the new Dread Monster Destiny Hero Clock Tower? What do you think? Dread Master Destiny Hero Clock Tower deck? No? I mean, I know what the card does. Is there like a skill that makes it usable? Obelisk for OTK? An obelisk for OTK. Should have used only dark / zombie cards for Halloween fun. The skill literally searches out MST. What skill? Skill searches MST if you have a clock tower on the field. Oh. That seems pretty good. The new Alistair skill, huh? What if I add in the Simorg card? Why does it never show up? I typed it in all caps. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Oh, I don't have it favorited, that's why. There we go. Now I just need to get rid of some cards. Okay, perfect. There, I added some dark cards for a Halloween theme. Let's choose a Halloween skin. Nothing spookier than Drowning Mirror Force. Wait, isn't there a pumpkin one? I think there is. I think there's a pumpkin one. It's probably not a shop item. Eh. Drowning Mirror Force is the scariest. Jowl's Dark Demise is good for this deck's more defense. Yeah, okay. Did he play vampires? Yeah, I played it once and then lost. I mean, won. I won with it. My vampire deck was literally unbeatable. The event skin should be top row. I'm pretty sure I obtained it. I guess not. Bonds playmat after summon Pumpkin. Oh no, there's no way I have that. I don't think I've ever summoned the Pumpkin because he sucks. You can always play Red Eye Zombie. Ooh, I love Red Eye Zombie Dragon.
Duel.
Okay, you were gonna tell us the problem with the custom card review series? Alright. You see, I stream mainly for fun. But streams themselves, you know, that require setup, like the custom card review one, require too much setup. And, you know, just it takes a non-insignificant amount of time to run the scene, to run it behind the scenes. Wow, and since it's too time-consuming to run, I'd have to make changes to make it, like, easier to do. Because, like, the stream itself, you know, doesn't make any money at all. So it's like, you know, purely a hobby thing. And if I'm doing it for fun, I'd rather do something that doesn't require so much time and effort. For fun. Like, you know, play video games. Then put all the effort that goes into making the stream. However, shit, he has no cards in the field. I can't use Caius. And he doesn't summon monsters. So, like, if I were to fix the stream to be more friendly, what I'd have to do is find a way to do it in a way that doesn't require so much time and effort. Like, basically just read the first couple of custom cards that are sent my way. However, the problem with that is custom cards really need some vetting because most of the ones sent in are just, like, awful. You know. It's fine for them not to have proper problem-solving card text, but a lot of them don't even have proper English. You know, we're talking like run-on sentences, no periods, just words misspelled everywhere. So that's not possible because there's just too many bad cards. And the stream isn't really about making fun of people's cards, it's about, you know, reviewing custom cards. So there needs to be a vetting process. But the vetting process takes too long. because it requires reading through like 100 cards every week. So like those are the problems, you know, with the series. There's just like a whole bunch of problems where, you know, I do it for fun, but it just takes too long. And, you know, if the series, you know, made any kind of income, I could totally just put the time and effort into it like I could another series. But it's more like the same amount of effort that goes into the custom card could be used to make a video, which, you know, would be 10 times more profitable. And since it's not profitable, I can't spend work hours on it, if you get what I mean, because I only work 40 hours a week. So if I'm going to dedicate work hours to the custom card review, then I'm literally not working with the same amount of hours. So what I could do is just extend my work hours, but I'm not going to. So, you know, those are the problems. It's just you run into time issues. It's not a series that can be done in an efficient manner. And, you know, that's just like the one of the back ends. The other problem with custom card reviews, you know, in addition to it just requiring a lot of time and effort, which I was fine doing for a while. You know, like what we could do instead is just do it like once a month. At that point, I could just bite the bullet and just, you know, accept, hey, I'm just not going to make any money on this, but I'm going to have to use my work hours for it. That's fine. You know, I'm not super money focused. I'm totally fine with just trying things that aren't going to make me any money, but using work hours for it. But it has to be something that I, you know, want to do. And custom cards were fun for a bit. It's just there's the other problems with custom cards where people get like really salty if you don't read their cards. Like they'll send in stuff every week and they'll like make Twitter threads. It's like, I hope he doesn't ignore me this week. Or they'll go to the comments of the stream VOD afterwards and they'll just like shit on all the custom cards I read. Be like, how did these garbage cards get read, but mine never get picked? Or in comments, like on the streams themselves, will just be people spamming, read my custom cards, read my custom cards. So like, you know, there's just a whole bunch of problems with it. It makes it, you know, not fun when people are just super salty about it and just spam me with card requests. And also, I tell them to only send me cards through Facebook, not through Facebook, through Twitter. But people will like get my business email and send me custom cards through there and then ask me why I don't read theirs. Or, you know, they'll find a way to message me on Discord to send me custom cards. Or they'll be cheeky about, you know, like, hey, read mine. Or it's like, wouldn't it be great if you did this? Or, you know, they'll send donations, read my custom cards next. So you can see there's just like nothing but problems with the series. There's no benefits to like doing it at all. Stream yourself reading Yu-Gi-Oh cards in chronological order. No one wants to watch that. People are weird. Yeah. And then on a stream, I was discussing some changes I could make to the custom card series to make it, you know, a viable thing. Some of the changes were like, I'll only pick 20 cards max and not read anything else. And I'll only take suggestions that were sent in on a certain date. That way I don't have to vet like a million custom cards. And then people just like freak the fuck out. Sad, but it's true people are salty? Yeah. So it's like a combination of the series itself doesn't make money, but that's fine to an extent. Also, it takes too much time to set up, which again, can be solved. And in addition, people get really salty about the series. Which, you know, when you have three problems stacked onto each other like that, then it's just, you know, there's just too many problems. The series, you know, needs to go. for the time being. People don't like change clearly? Nope. It's a spooky month. It's a spoopy. To be honest, I've only watched one of the two of the custom card videos. Yeah, and there are people who also comment and it's like, I only, you know, scroll through the VOD to see if my card was picked. Better luck next week. This deck is actually doing work? Yeah, I'm surprised. It wasn't... I didn't build this deck to actually perform well. If something's not appealing anymore, why keep investing time in it? You have the option to leave? Yeah, that's what I did. You know, like, not all of my business decisions when it comes to streams and to videos and what is it? Streams and videos are made by just, you know, whatever makes the most money. I like to do things that are fun for me. Because that's why I got into this in the first place, is because I like the kinds of videos I make. Like, my whole philosophy for video creation is create videos that you would want to watch yourself. And I like to watch scripted, highly edited videos, so that's what I do. And also when it comes to streams, I like to watch high effort streams. You know, which is what the custom card review is. It's not the highest effort stream, but it definitely requires a lot of effort on the back end to create. I have streams which require way more effort than the custom card ones, and I want to pull some of them over to the Yu-Gi-Oh side. But like the stream I'm doing now, where I'm just playing Duel Links, this is literally the easiest possible kind of stream you can do. I'm just playing video games. I don't have to set anything up beforehand besides a thumbnail. I just create the decks on stream. So easy. There's a reason nobody watches these streams though, because this is like super low effort content. This is also fun for me. It's a little bit too much fun. Like I spent like the last 2 weeks just doing Duel Link streams because I was just having a lot of fun. There's something very appealing about low effort streams. They're just really fun for some reason. I can't really explain why. Well, yeah, some people watch. Obviously, some people do. It's more like, you know, the more effort you put into a stream to make it more presentable, the more people you'll attract. Because, like, if you're just doing mediocre gameplay and you're not interesting, only people who already like you are going to watch. Like, if I didn't already have a pre-established audience, and I wasn't streaming on this channel specifically, no one would be watching these streams. Like, if I streamed this over on Twitch, I'd probably have like 10 viewers, and only because they already know who I am. You know, I wouldn't attract anyone with these streams I'm doing right now. Just think of it that way. Like, if I didn't have a pre-established audience, would anybody be watching this right now? Probably not. Hints about the next video? Next video is Ice Barriers. It's already up for channel members if you're tier 2. Tier 2 channel members get the streams early, and, you know, it's just an Ice Barrier video. The next videos are going to be way better. Chill streams are fun? Sure, they are fun, but, like, you know, chill streams are easy to do, so there's a lot of competition. Because chill streams take, like, no effort. It's just, you know, having a personality, and you're just a chill personality and just playing video games like normal without putting any extra effort in. So there's like 1 million people who do them. If you sell yourself as a chill streamer, then that's not a selling point. It's more like a category for an anime. If you were going to watch an anime and one of the tags was, you know, it's a chill anime, it's like, okay, what's it about though? And why should I watch this over anything else? What was I going to do? Was I going to do something? Was I going to make any change to the deck? I think this deck is fine. Alright, I was going to take a screenshot of the deck. One of these days, I'd like to be able to resolve my skill. You know, your skill is not useful for the deck if you never use it. So yes, these are the back-end problems with content creation. As far as problems go, pretty minor. However, problems nonetheless that require, you know, thought and consideration. Enjoyable and fun, just watching your side of thinking decks win and rambling when a Blue Eyes deck uses non-meta card. Yeah, like, the people here, you know, obviously there is an audience for what I'm doing. But it's not a good enough audience if I want to do this for a living, for example.
Duel.
Luckily, I'm not a streamer for a living. Ooh, this is bad. Well, look at it like this. Most streamers these days just chill and scroll through YouTube and have talks with their viewers. Most big, pre-established streamers do that. Like, how did they get big in the first place? That's what you think about. You have to remember, like, 90% of people who stream on Twitch don't qualify for, like, affiliate. And affiliate is easy as hell to qualify for. All you need is, like, 5 concurrent viewers and, like, 100 followers. It's the easiest requirement in the world, and 90% of people on the platform don't qualify for it. So, like, you know, you have to think about it on a whole. And I think less than 1% of people are partnered, which requires 100 concurrent viewers. You know, like, my super small stream that I'm doing right now is bigger than 99% of people who stream on Twitch. And I don't make, like, any money from this. I just do this for fun. Oh boy, it's the deck! Twitch affiliate equals 50 followers, 3 viewers on average, and a small average. Oh my god. Twitch affiliate is so easy. I could qualify for partner, like, tomorrow if I wanted. But I would never partner with Twitch because they don't let you stream on YouTube unless you, like, negotiate your contract. Plus, I don't like Twitch. Well, I really need him to special summon a monster. Otherwise, I got nothing. The world is unjust. Yeah. Donate him some money so he can continue these streams. Nah, save your money. Like, I make a lot from the YouTube videos I make. You know, I have like a team of 8 people who work for me. I'm doing good. Don't worry about me. Use your money to buy more Yu-Gi-Oh packs. Damn it, he didn't summon a monster. Like, you know, if I wanted to take streaming more seriously, I'd put a lot more effort into them stream every day instead of once a week. And then I'd have graphics on the stream to, like, you know, psychologically encourage donations. You know, if you see, like, the top 3 donos on screen, and the number 1 is only $5, you know, like, hey, I can get my name on stream if I donate $6. And then it starts, you know, a competition. Those kinds of things really incentivize donations. There's lots of things you can do to incentivize donations. Simply just reading someone's donation incentivizes donations. So, like, the more you donate to a streamer and the more they read those donations, the more it encourages more donations. Because getting your name read by someone you like just feels good. It releases dopamine. It encourages that parasocial relationship. A donation war, yeah. All those things. You know, I don't even have stream alerts turned on. I just kind of read the message as people will send super chats. I have debated turning off super chats, but I've realized, like, people don't really send them anyway, so might as well just leave them on. Sigma Duelist grind set. Can you say my name so I feel good? Sure, for the low price. I'm just kidding. What is it? Hoang. money is everything. Yeah, to an extent. Like, if you don't have money, money is everything. But when you do have money, you realize that, you know, it doesn't really fix everything. But it is definitely better to have money than to not have it. Is that why you donate to Rosemi? No, I try really hard not to draw attention in those streams. Like, I have seriously considered just, like, creating an alt account so I can donate as much as I want. But I actually try really hard not to draw too much attention when I'm in those streams. And if I donated, like, large amounts, you know, that would, you know, I'd always think, what if someone compiles a clip? I just, I want to enjoy them for what they are as entertainment and not draw attention to myself. The classic simp alt, yeah, I've totally considered doing it, but it's like, nah. Nah. I usually just donate if I really want a message to be read, because it's really relevant to what's being said, or because I thought of a funny joke. And even then, I have, like, inherent, you know, limits on how much I'll actually donate. I won't go past a certain amount. Like, if I want, I could probably send a red super chat every time I watch one of her streams, and it wouldn't be that big a deal. But that's money that could be spent, like, hiring more editors and stuff. Like, I spent almost all my money back into my YouTube account. So all the money I save is money that could be spent to create more videos. Like, what if one of these days I want to fund, you know, a World Legacy project where I create, you know, a custom series for all the World Legacy cards? That's something I want to do one of these days. And that's going to cost a lot of money. So, you know, I can't just waste my money willy-nilly, because I can use my money to fund more videos. That's what I do. Let's see, how many people do I have working for me? Who's Rosemi? What's her stream about? Rosemi is a VTuber from Niji Sanji EN. She occasionally has really creative streams, but most of the time she just does regular stream stuff, like, you know, just play video games. And she's an entertaining streamer who occasionally does creative things in the streams, which I definitely appreciate. Maybe you can fund your own anime? Oh wait, how many people do I have? Let's see. On the Yu-Gi-Oh channel, there's 3 people that works for it. There's a script writer, 2 editors, and then on the D&D channel, there's 1 person. There's just an editor. And then on the WoW channel, there's a channel manager, there's 2 editors, 1 writer, and a 3rd editor who's being trained. So that's 5 people on the WoW channel. That's 3 people for the Yu-Gi-Oh channel, and 1 person for the D&D channel. And I'm looking to hire another person for the D&D channel. So what is that? 5, 8, 9 people? So currently I employ 9 people. That's where all the money goes. I just spend my money back into the channels, and I'm able to upload consistently on 3 channels because of it. And more importantly, all of the uploads are scripted, highly edited videos. We all have that one female streamer that we love to watch. Well, I watch more than just Rosemi. Rosemi's just like my favorite. For now. Well, not for now. One of my favorites. I don't want to just pick a favorite. I also really like Pavlovia, Renee, and Amelia Watson, and Gargura, and Mori, and Pomu. Pomu's great too. Amelia Watson? Dude, Amelia Watson, her streams, she has such creative streams that it like literally changed my mind on how you could even do a stream. Like, I was like, whoa, I didn't even know that was possible. You know, like the custom card stream, came from an idea of like one of the streams haaaave did. Her streams are real fun to chill. Yeah, Rene's great. I love Rene. Yeah, I like Risu too. Like, I'm a channel member for Risu. Mume? I haven't really watched too much of Mume. She's really funny in clips that I've seen, though. TheDuelLogs, more like Duel Boss. Yeah, I have a lot of people work for me. At least, what was it, 8 or 9? I forget. I think it's 9 people, because we just hired a new one. My bad, Crony? Yeah, I'm a channel member for Crony, too. Crony's great. Dang, do you have to know about D&D? Because I want to school for video production. In order to edit the videos, you don't actually need to know anything about the games. Like, both of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Editors don't know the first thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, my best and most high-paid editor is the one who primarily works for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. And, they're super fast. The videos are great quality. They always do an excellent job. Doesn't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! And in fact, went to college to be an accountant. Like, I taught them how to edit. Like, all my editors, I think I trained all of them how to edit, except for the ones that my channel manager trained. So, like, basically, I hire people who don't know how to edit, and I just teach them how to copy my style. Like, out of all my editors, I'm easily the best editor. That's because I just had to teach them how to copy what I do. And then when it comes to, like, the script writers, I basically, you know, teach them how to write in my style. I was like, I want you guys to write your scripts just like I do. And then when they send in the scripts, I send them a whole bunch of revisions. Like, change this here, change this here. You know, don't say this with such a mechanical language. Change it like you're trying to have a conversation with someone. Add more context here. Flex it on your editors. Well, they're all like, you know, none of them knew how to edit before they start working for me. You're gonna get a request for a raise by spilling information? I already pay them a lot. I remember when I was talking to another, like, YouTuber who will remain anonymous because they were looking about hiring an editor and they were asking me about how much I pay them. And I told them the prices and they're like, well, you're really overpaying them. And it's like, yeah, I know. It's candid discussion of content creation. Yeah, look, you see, thankfully, you know, I'm in a very lucky position where I make a vast majority of my income through ad revenue and sponsored videos. So I can talk about, you know, the behind the scenes stuff because, you know, if you're like a Twitch streamer, most of your income comes from the goodwill of your fans giving you money. Whereas most of mine just comes from people watching my videos. So I can tell you, you know, all the back end stuff. Editors versus dual streams. So, like, if you sign up as a channel member, I make sure there's actual tangible benefits to, you know, what you actually get. Rather than, you know, just doing it for normal support. Because, like, every week I put out a detailed schedule of what videos are going to be, you know, in the production. Because there's a whole bunch of videos being worked on at once. And, of course, you know, early videos so that you can have the first comment. I don't know how to edit. Where do I send my CV? Oh, I only get people who, like, I've known for a while. Because, like, in the past, when I tried to hire editors, you know, I'd hire people who just, you know, applied. They're like, hey, I want an editing job. It's like, okay. And I gave them work to do, and it was too hard, so they quit. And they would just ghost me. And it happened all the time. So eventually I got to the point where it was like, you know, it would be easier. It is straight up better for me to just find someone who I know, who I've known for a long time, and who won't ghost me, and just train them how to edit, rather than it would be to find someone with editing experience. And that worked out 10 times better. Like, it just worked out so much better. That's just what I do from now on. It doesn't work with script writers. Like, the script writers need to know the subject. Like, you know, I can hire editors who don't know anything about the game or editing, and that's fine. Script writers, no, that's harder. Oh, the failed card mechanics one? Yeah, I like that series too. And it does well, which is the most important part. Dude, I can't tell you how many series I've started and stopped because they just didn't perform well. I should make a video. I should just make a video going over every single failed video series I've done. It's a really long list. Like, you know, I have succeeded in a couple of fields on YouTube, but I've also failed a whole bunch too. I have failed definitely more than I've succeeded when it comes to YouTube stuff. Graveyard of failed series. I have so many failed series, you have no idea. What about Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Replay series? I think that was like, you know, a tangential, shit, I can't talk. That was somewhat of a success. What is ghosting? Ghosting is when they just stop talking to you one day and don't reply to any of your emails. That's how they would all quit. None of them would tell me like, hey, this is too hard, I don't want to do this. No, they would just ghost. I remember one of the people who ghosted me ended up being a big WoW YouTuber later on. Like, I met him at BlizzCon. He's like, hey, did you know I was blank and blank, and I tried to work for you all those years ago, and I'm sorry I ghosted you. I was like, oh my god, that was you? He's doing real well for himself. Do you know your editors in real? I know some of them in real life. Why can't you write your scripts yourselves? I do write scripts myself. You know, I also write scripts, but I also have script writers to have more scripts. There's only so much you can do by yourself. Like this week, I wrote 3 scripts. And I don't think I'm gonna do any more this week. But I've also had editors being worked on 3 other scripts. So, like, you know, I doubled the amount of scripts I'm able to produce per week because I have people who also work on scripts. Kind of like I have editors, but I also edit videos too. Do scripts also mean research? Yep. Script also means getting research. Sometimes I'll have to, you know, put notes in the scripts, you know, research this more. Or, you know, add more information because this isn't enough. Like, it takes a really long time to edit the scripts. I probably spend more time sending in corrections for scripts than I do, like, writing scripts. But it's worth it because I get so much more scripts done out of it. Who ghosted you? I wasn't there. All of my past editors did. Every single one of them. Why don't you write scripts by yourself? Is it really hard to write scripts? No, it's more of a time thing. Scripts takes a lot of time to make. The average script can take about 4 hours of research. And I only work 40 hours a week, so I'm just straight up limited by the amount of time I'm able to work on a video. Like last week, I worked on a script that took me 8 hours to research. Like, they take a long time. I don't think you guys really understand just like the scale I work on. It's kind of like, why doesn't Amazon just have one person deliver all the boxes? It's like, oh, because there's only so many boxes you can deliver by yourself. Scriptwriters come with their own subject. Sometimes they'll pitch an idea to me, and I'll be like, that's fine, go ahead, you can write it. Like, I give them a list of videos to work on, but they'll also come to me with ideas like, hey, this is a cool idea. was like, sure, that's good. You can start writing it. Why don't you start a new series besides top 10s? I start new series all the time. It's just I run 3 channels, so it's not always apparent that I'm starting a new series. You know, part of content creation on YouTube is to always try new things. And I do always try new things. It's just, you know, sometimes a new thing is on a different channel, and sometimes it takes about a month or 2 to get that series off the ground. And sometimes it fails, and I just abandon it, and then I try something new. Like, just this year, I started 3 new series. However, you probably only saw one of them. If you're only on the Yu-Gi-Oh channel. No, wait, 4 series, I forgot. We're nearing the 2-hour mark. I gotta go work on... No, 5 new series. I forgot about the streams. No, wait, 6. I forgot about that other one that I abandoned because I stopped it so quickly. Okay, so there were 6 new things I started this year. One of them was the card logs. You guys know about that. The other one was failed cards and mechanics. The other one was the choose your own adventure streams over on my World of Warcraft channel. The other one was video essays on the World of Warcraft channel. And the last one was making videos about non-World of Warcraft games. You know, first impressions on the World of Warcraft channel. Like, those were the six new things I started this year. And of those, most of them failed. But only 2 of them were on the Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Yeah, failed cards, yeah, it's a good series. I want to make like a different series where it's just like, you know, good cards. These series actually performed well. These cards did good. You worked at a company before? The only other place I worked for was a water park. Which honestly helped me a lot with making YouTube videos. Because, like, you know, having to give instructions to groups of people all the time every day was very good for, like, you know, enunciation. Like, when I read a script, I basically just read it in the way where I would read instructions to the crowd. Because the way I read instructions to a crowd was, you know, not just reading a script, but, like, you know, actually trying to explain to these people how to do things. I remember one time, because, like, the place I worked at also had, like, an arcade center. And the arcade center, you know, had, like, whatchamacallit? Water, laser tag, mini golf, bumper boats and stuff. And I remember one time we had, like, a secret shopper. Well, they always had secret shoppers, but the secret shopper would go around, they would do everything, and they would secretly rate the employee and how well they did. And the one time a secret shopper came while I was working, they gave me, you know, like, the Worker of the Day award. Where, like, they award one person who did the best. And I won that because, like, he was easily the best worker at laser tag. He explained the rules super nicely. He told jokes while doing it. He was very helpful when we had problems. I was like, I had no idea who that was because I was like that with everyone. And I think I even got, like, Employee of the Month for that. You know, YouTubers... No one knows what this card is. Laser tag? Heck yeah, laser tag. Laser tag's fun. Secret shoppers? I didn't mind secret shoppers because I was good at my job. You know, if a secret shopper ever came, they would just be like, hey, you're great at this. I was like, yeah, I know. But that's just to explain, like, you know, working for that job was really helpful for doing YouTube videos. Because I basically just read my scripts the same way I gave instructions. And since I had so much practice, because I worked there for 5 years, I just had a lot of experience before I started doing this. This deck has no win condition. It sure does. It's just they always get rid of Warm Worm before I have a chance to mill any cards. Can I work for you? I only hire people who I've known for a long time. 3 turns? Damn it. Yeah, you see, they never destroy Warm Worm. I think it's only ever resolved its effect a single time. There's too much non-destruction in this damn game. Warm Worm is the win con? It basically, yeah. Warm Worm isn't a worm con? Sure it is. Oh my god, seriously? I thought he already banished it twice. You can't keep getting away with this. Why not add Needlebug Nest? Because I don't need cards in the grave. I need them in my hand. How much of the voiceovers are ad-libbed? Like 1%. There's always some ad-libbing in every script, but almost all of it was written down in a script first. Get this card out of the grave. There was more success with the assault mode deck. That's because they always destroy Worm Worm. They always circumvent it. Worker of the day. I don't know what it was actually called. It was like, you know, Secret Shopper Award or whatever. I think I got a gift card for it. You know, since they're never destroying Worm Worm, let's just get rid of it. Let's also get rid of anything else that's not directly helping me win. 1 DD Crow. Tragodia hasn't been useful a single time. Arcana Force, garbage. Perry Knights, garbage. Ogre, Scarlet Shadows. Mega garbage. Okay. Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. I don't think I get cards in the grave enough for this. Let's keep it in anyway. You can always try Ghost Trick Skelly Mill? No, I need to resolve this effect at least once. What games besides Yu-Gi-Oh do you like? I also like World of Warcraft and Dungeons and Dragons a lot. Laser tag, eh? Have you seen some stupid shit in laser tag? Not really. People just are there to have fun.
Duel.
Too many Caius? No, I think I need more Caius. It's totally awesome in the game yet? No, of course not. Have you played New World yet? Yeah, I made a first impressions of New World. It's pretty fun. Should they add trade-in to Duel Links? Yes. Winda? Ooh, Winda's a good idea. But this is a hand deck, not a staple deck. You need more rises? I should also have rises. You're right. Actually, you can make a Monarch deck that's pretty scary if you ask me. Yeah, it's basically a Monarch deck. Is there a type/attribute combination that hasn't been done yet? Like Light Dinosaur? Probably. I can't think of any off the top of my head, though. What counts as knowing somebody? Like, if I've never talked to you in a private message, then we probably don't know each other well enough. Yeah, Ledgerman of the Ledger Main. What if he has like Karma Cut face down and he can't use it? What anime are you following this season? Oof. Dude, I'm following a lot of them, but the best one is definitely the King's Ranking. I think that's what it's called. Let me double check. Osama Ranking? Yeah, it's literally just called King's Ranking. That one is easily the best one of the season. Like, it looks like a children's show at first, so I wrote it off. But on Reddit, it had like a whole bunch of upvotes for the first episode and gold coins. And I was like, they only do that for really good series. I gotta check this out. And so I checked it out, and the first episode was great. Second episode, even better. Third episode, my god, it got better. It's so good. I'm all for it. King's Ranking, easily the best one. Even though it looks like a kid show with its art style, it's not a kid show, but it looks like one. You know, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh! Osama and Kami-san. I've been reading Kami-san since it came out. Kami, the manga goes downhill really fast. It has an excellent opening, but it's really held down by the fact that the author just doesn't really know how to write extra characters. Like, the whole thing is she's trying to make 100 friends. So what the author did was like, okay, so for these 100 friends, what I have to do is make literally everyone as unique as humanly possible. Which is not for the betterment of the series. Because some of their gimmicks are just super stupid. It starts off really good. I imagine Kami will have a really good first season because it doesn't really go off the rails until later. Yeah, having to make 100 friends really just dragged the series down. Like, it's an excellent premise for a series. And it would be so much better if they just focus on a small handful of characters. Are you a fan of A Song of Ice and Fire? I'm actually a huge fan of A Song of Ice and Fire. Like, not only have I read all the books multiple times, and in addition to reading all the books, I've, obviously seen the TV series, which isn't as good. I also have read, like, books that people put out, which are just, compilations of essays explaining themes of the books. Like, there's no one who knows more about Game of Thrones than I do. I've read books that were written about the books to explain the themes and characters and plot lines that you probably missed. Those are good. Those are really good. I forget, one of the books I read, it was basically just an essay about, a whole bunch of the characters in the books. Written by a whole bunch of, published authors who were just fans of the series as well. Who wanted to write about a certain thing in the book. It was so good. I can't remember the name of it, though. Let's just say, yeah, I've read Game of Thrones, and it's great. Oh, why didn't he blow up the... Oh, he doesn't have life points to blow up the field. One more turn, and I get to actually resolve this card. Have you read the Stormlight Archive series? That's the one with Kaladin, right? I actually read a lot. It's one of my mini hobbies. I like to read books. I like to watch anime. I like to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, World of Warcraft, D&D. And watch VTubers and read mangas. I think those are my biggest hobbies, the things I do the most. So that is, what is it? Some of those are video games, so that's World of Warcraft, Yu-Gi-Oh!, D&D. Those are all technically games. I think those are my 3 main games that I play. And Hearthstone, I forget about Hearthstone. And in addition to that, I also read. I read just normal books, and I also read manga, which are different. And then I watch anime and VTubers. So, of the forms of entertainment I do, 3 of them are games, 2 of them are reading, and 2 of them are just watching things. Do you read visual novels? No. One of them mangas? Yeah, I read lots of mangas. Like a lot. I also read a lot of books too. Stormlight Archive, that's Kaladin, right? I've been reading a lot of the anime since the pandemic began. I have a lot of extra time. I don't have any extra time. I just like prioritize my hobbies in my life. So I make time for it. Like every night I read for an hour before I go to bed. Every time I do my chores, I put on a whatchamacallit, or I go out and buy groceries and stuff. That's when I listen to a new audiobook. And of course, you know, streams are a great time to play Yu-Gi-Oh! When a new raid comes out, I prioritize 4 hours a week in order to do that. And every Sunday is D&D day. So I basically just spend all day preparing a game and then playing the game. Like, I don't really have a lot of free time, but I do prioritize certain blocks of my week or day in order to do certain things. And, oh yeah, the way I watch anime is, every time I eat, I watch an episode of anime. And so, 2 times a day when I eat, I watch 2 different episodes, which is 14 episodes a week, and you can actually get a lot watched that way. It's obvious that you don't have a girlfriend, you know it. I ain't got time for no dames. Any good new mangas recently? I can't think of any new mangas that were released that are really good. Besides maybe Vigilantes, the spin-off series for My Hero Academia. Vigilantes is much better than the main series. My weekend is D&D only, the rest is not watching, reading stuff when I'm at work. Yeah, I mainly overwatch like VTuber stuff when I'm doing work, where I can have it on in the background. Okay. I gotta go. Do you like the Haruhi light novels? I actually read all the Haruhi light novels. Like back in 2008. Like a long time ago. I read them all like over 10 years ago. I don't think there has been a new one since then. The Vigilante fan base is better than the main one. That's because Vigilante series is better than the main series. Sakamoto Days is pretty good new manga. Sakamoto Day, I really need to catch up on that. I only read like the first 10 chapters before I got left behind. It's on my, you know, to-do list to catch up on. Get the free lottery? There's a free lottery? Haruhi, I feel old now. Yeah, Haruhi is really old. I read all the light novels back in 2008. I'm so disappointed they never made any more after Disappearance. But Disappearance was such a good movie. It's still like one of the best. They're gonna force me to do this, aren't they? Nope. Disappearance Arusu Suzumiya is definitely one of the best anime movies. Not the best, because the best anime movie is A Silent Voice. I remember after I watched A Silent Voice, I was low-key obsessed with it for a while. I think I ended up watching the movie 3 times, and I watched a whole bunch of video essays explaining it. And of course I bought the entire manga so I could read that too. Silent Voice is just so good. Okay, have you read Helk? Yeah, I read Helk. Dude, Helk it's unique. Helk is great. It is. However, the action scenes drawn in Helk are terrible. Like, whoever drew the anime does not know how to draw action. And there was a lot of action towards the end. It was just like a slog. Luckily, you can just skip action, but I don't think I've ever seen action drawn as poorly as it was in Helk. Like, there was just like no flow to anything. The story's good though. Like, I wouldn't not recommend this series because the action wasn't to my taste. Because it's still a great story. But that's just one thing that always stands out for me with Helk. It's like, man, the action in this is just drawn so horribly. I didn't know you could draw action terribly until I read Helk. Did you read Siren? Yeah, I read it. I thought it was alright. It was like above average. I'm a ReZero fanboy. Yeah, me too. I love ReZero. I read all of the light novels that are available for it. I'm even, funny thing about ReZero, I'm currently running a D&D game, which is based on, like, you know, the time loop mechanic. You know, none of the story beats in the game are from ReZero, like, at all. But they are stuck in a time loop where they only advance if they're able to complete a specific objective, and then they get to, you know, go forward. Did you read Konosuba? I did read Konosuba. I read all light novels that are available. Like, I read a lot. You guys, you know, I organize my time to get as much done as possible. Did you read Gantz? Yeah, I read all of Gantz. Gantz is... I was actually thinking about it the other day. Like, there's this one really dark-ass scene in Gantz that they probably wouldn't be able to do today because... you know, anyone who's read Gantz probably knows what I'm talking about. But there was one event in Gantz where one of the past players really wanted to go back into the game. So he did one particular thing, which definitely put him back into the game and a lot of other people. And I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, they probably wouldn't let them do that today. That scene, yeah. Have you watched Jim? What's Jim? I mean, that dude. Anyone who's watched Gantz knows what I'm talking about. Or read Gantz. Gantz is so dark. Yeah, Gantz is, Gantz is it's interesting. I think, his next work is probably a lot better. What is it? Inuyasha? I forget. The one with the old dude who's a robot. That one's way better, I think. Okay, I gotta go. I got other stuff to do today. Goodbye. See you later. New video will be tomorrow. Silent voice is trash. You're trash. Inuyashiki. Yeah, Inuyashiki. That's the good one. Your name is better? I will